Hey guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Anna Gachova. I'm an investment advisor and I work with extremely rich people. Today I would like to tell you one aspect with which I faced a lot of times, and actually it can be important not only for those who are salesmen but also normal people who communicate with others in a regular life, because the approach how you build your relationships with people plays essential role in your career if you're only like a professional in some specific theme too. And so it is about communicating more with people who like us. It can sound really strange, but I faced such difficulties and it led to awful problems. For example, when I studied at university, there were a lot of children from the richest families, and for me it was important to communicate with those who are from the most powerful families of my country. And also I wanted to have friends, and the key problem is that I thought that this person doesn't want to be with me like friends only because of the level of my money. So I wasn't so rich as they. And I tried to do everything to be the most beautiful, to be the most... Actually, I didn't try to be the most beautiful in reality. I did it not at the first step. I tried to be the best. I tried to be the most interesting, successful, and I always show people my achievements at job, at my work. But and actually it helped me to I'm so sorry, I will use translator. So it helped me to conquer, win the attention of these children. And I thought that if you conquer the love of people, then everything will be okay. So if you do something, a person will love you. So it is like I'm sorry. It is like a way of mind when you are really sure that if you do everything correctly, if you do something, then a person will love you. So I faced these and these difficulties. I made the same mistake every time, every day. And there were some people who were really interesting for me, but they didn't love me. And I did everything to for them adore me. And I lost opportunities to communicate with people who are interested in me. So that time I really thought that if you don't make a lot of efforts, then these relationships cost zero. I really thought that only the amount of money and your status play a role in the decision of a person to be with you. But it was the greatest mistake that really destroyed my life. And now I am more successful, I am more clever person, I have much more experience. And I now understand that in reality, people cannot love us, not because of any of these aspects. Maybe they don't like us at all. So it doesn't depend on the amount of money that this person has or the status that it has. So more people I met, more I understood that people of the same status, of the same amount of money, of the same brains, they can react on me extremely differently. And for example, some days ago, I was invited to a business event. It was the top level of our country, and there were a lot of like owners of companies that were related to oil, gas, building something, and all people that were at that event was extremely successful and powerful. And it was really interesting to understand that when you come to one person to ask him what, so to like to translator, my best friend, to get acquainted with a person, he or she can react extremely differently, and they don't know me at all, but their attitude is not the same. And again, I should repeat it again. People at the same status, the same power, the same opportunities one person will love you, another person will not love you at all from the first sight. And the best advice that I can give myself is to build more close relationships with those who like you. It is really strange. Maybe it is my social problems that my parents taught me that I should earn love, to gain love only after putting a lot of efforts. But in reality, you shouldn't pay too much attention to those who are not so open for you. Because according to my experience, when you continue communicating with people who are not so interested in you, who don't like you, and the reason is not important, you shouldn't think about reasons at all. Because even if you delete this reason, they will not love you at all without this reason too. So maybe you are very similar to one person in his life that was awful for him. Or for example, you look as his first love who abandoned him, for example. So there are millions of reasons why a person don't want to communicate with you. And it is not your problem. You should understand that it is not your problem. And I didn't understand it previously. I really thought that I should do something to solve this problem. So people should love me, but people shouldn't love you at all. And actually, there are the variety of those who will want to continue communicating with you without problems, without so much effort. And I can tell you, according to my experience, even if you did something and if you won this game, so a person shifted a bit his attitude to you, in reality, you would never become best friends. He will not love you in reality. So you can give a lot of reasons why this person should communicate with you. I did it. So I told her that, oh, I'm so successful. I showed a lot of my opportunities. So I did our conversation valuable for them. And I thought that if they think that our conversation is valuable, then they will do something for me. But in reality, it needs too many efforts that, and these relationships doesn't cost so high price. And in reality, you will feel if a person like you or not from the first minute of your conversation. So I really recommend you not to continue communicating with a person if you feel something not good at the firstly. And you can tell me that there are a lot of situations, there are a lot of examples when firstly people dislike each other, but then they got so they became very, very close to each other. But if you look at me and at my life, then I can tell you that no, in reality it doesn't work like this. It is like a exception from the rule. And if you want to become well-paid salesman, or if you are a professional in your life, in one company, so you work for the company, and it is not important which profession you has, I highly recommend you not to try a person who don't really like you to love you. And it is more about bosses. So sometimes you can't come to the compromise. Sometimes a person who is higher than you cannot love you, and you will feel it. And my advice is not to try do everything for this person and try him to love you. My recommendation is to shift your attention from this person. Try to communicate with him as small as possible, only on professional topics. Not try to tell him about your life or about your private life, or ask him how is your day. No, have these like calm relationships. So you should be polite, but you shouldn't be too involved in this person. And try to find somebody who is even higher than him and who will like you. Then you make a lot of efforts in the conversation with this person, and then you become the boss of this boss. I'm laughing, but in reality you should pay more attention to other people, so they should love you, and develop your relationships with other bosses, so you can change the department where you work. And it is actually normal. There are a lot of companies where people of the same department that is related to the same things, I mean, they have different bosses. For example, if we talk about my first job, there were a lot of salesmen, and the group of salesmen had his own boss, and these bosses had another boss. And if you and so you have you work at the same space, you work at the same way, but you can have another boss. And so I highly recommend you not to put too much effort into relationships that will never bring you benefits. If a person doesn't like you, then everything will be not great. And if we talk about friendship, if when I studied at university, paid more attention to those who are more interested in me, they will be the same level as those who don't like me. But I really thought that if a person have already loved you, then he doesn't cost anything. So I really thought that I should win the game and make the person to love me. And then I could think that, oh, I'm so great. It is not great. It is not effective approach to life, and this will not help you to build your career very fast and in a valuable way. So please write in comments what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later. Bye bye.